What's up? BG, what's going on, buddy? The sun's been behind the clouds all day long. As soon as I get out here in the pool, didn't bring my Amish hat out. Now the sun freaking comes out. It rained yesterday. I couldn't do my fire chat last night. It rained last night. It was raining all night long. It was sprinkling this morning, but we didn't get enough rain to fill up the pool. So yeah, the freaking sun's coming out now. As soon as I get in the pool to do a chat, and I can't see the stream, have to go in and get my Amish hat here in a minute. You can tell by the glare here on this pool railing. Simon, what's up? How's that heat up in Michigan, buddy? Prop it up here on the towel, maybe that'll help a little bit. Nope, didn't help any. Such a glare. Yeah, I know it's going to really be smoldering this weekend. It's coming. I'm glad I'm not working this week. Duke's Family Chronicles, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. I don't believe I've ever seen you here at the lunch chat with Surf. Maybe you have been. I don't have a very good memory. I was meaning in my my live streams, Duke's Family. I don't know if I remembered seeing you joining in the live chats or not. I mean, I'm not saying that you haven't, but like I said, I don't have a I don't have a very good memory. But watching the videos, thank you. If you enjoy watching me donate my money to the Ohio Lottery every single day, thank you for watching. One thing I'm not afraid of doing is donating my money every day to the Ohio Lottery. Because there's always that chance that just maybe I might scratch off a nice big prize. But thus far, no go. BG, I would love to come down. Mrs. Surf's brother is in from California this week. So we have family obligations the rest of the week. Which is good that I was off this week, because the last time he come in from California, I had to work. So I didn't get to spend a lot of time with my brother-in-law, but it's all good. You'll have to... BG, you'll have to do a little video of your spread and then put it on YouTube. The whole family? Well, there's her mom and dad, her brother, her nephew, her, me, and my son. That's quite a bit. What do you mean no video, BG? You can do it. You don't even have to talk. Just like hold the camera up and point it at your food and then title it, "This is for you, Surf," and then post it. Or better yet, make JG to do the video and have her post it. I have had a busy day today. It started off, I woke up, I made my coffee, got in the recliner, watched some YouTube videos, answered some comments to my video I posted, Then I got up, took a shower, fried up some sausage, some scrambled eggs, sat back in the recliner, drank a Mountain Dew Baja Blast, dozed off a little bit, decided to get up and come out here and do a live chat to keep you guys occupied. So I've been pretty busy today. That's right, Simon. MD Scratch Jedi, what is going on? Thanks for stopping in. $2 tickets wasn't doing very good today. I had to find winners. Jedi, I bought 20. How many did I buy? About $41, or no, $82. I had 41 tickets all in a row. I had $10 or 10 tickets ending a book, and then 25, 30 tickets of another book. So that's how I found me some winners this week for my $2 tickets. You have to watch my videos the rest of the week to find out how much I got back total. I'm not going to blow that, but I was just looking for that $100 win in the first part of the book, and it didn't pan out. Because I know $2 tickets, they will pay out eventually. You just got to play a lot of them. And I mean, you got to play a lot of them. Yeah, Jedi, I think this, my opinion, don't take it for gold, because I'm a 99% losing BFL posting person. But on $2 tickets, if you buy 10 tickets in a row for 20 bucks, there's got to be a winner in there. There's got to be a winner, even if it's just a ticket or a $1 winner or a $2. Well, it's got to be a $2 winner, but you should find a winner. It's so hard to grab 5 of this and 5 of that, or miscellaneous, $1 tick, everything, to find winners. Some people love Mix-A-Tix. I did a Mix-A-Tix 2 weeks ago on my vacation. I bought 5 different $10 tickets from 5 different stores here in town and didn't win a single thing all week. So that's why I spent the $50 on one strand of $2 tickets, and I did win some money back. Not a lot, but I did win some money back. Are you going to send some tickets up, BG? When do they come out again? The 23rd? You see, I still can't find on the website where they're telling you what new tickets are coming out and when new tickets are coming out. Simon, I really can't afford to play a whole book. I wish I could. And maybe someday if I would hit it big, I could play a book myself now and then, and I don't want to go getting into group books, because I think it might be a hassle. At least at this time in my life right now, it would be a hassle to try to get a group of people in to do a book. Besides that, not too many people would want to join in a book of $1 tickets. That's awesome, BG. You won 200 bucks on a ticket last week. Man, hitting on 8 out of 10 tickets for a Mix-A-Tix is awesome. I've never done that. Up in Michigan, probably, Simon, a book of $1 tickets in Ohio is 200 bucks. There's 200 tickets in the book. And then there's 100 tickets in the $2 book, so that's 200 bucks. I'm not sure how many tickets are in a $3 book, but I know the $5 books have 50 tickets in it. So those are, I believe, 250 bucks. So we don't really have any cheap books here. One of these days I might run a group book. But I could do like Digitonic One's doing. He does it pretty smart. He takes 10 people for a $12 donation, and he buys 4 $30 tickets, mix of ticks, and they roll with that. That would be reasonable. That would be doable. But there again, you're only out $12. You're taking a chance of hitting something nice. And I just can't do the books after books after books and joining in with everybody, and then you don't even get half your money back, and then you add more to roll into the next book. And I'd be honest with you, last summer I did that all summer long, and I wiped out all my personal money real quick because I didn't. You don't realize how fast it goes down when you take out $10, $15, $12, $17 to keep rolling into the next book. Oh, heck yeah, BG, I'll scratch off a $20 cash word. I'll do that baby live on a Saturday or a Sunday afternoon. As soon as those babies show up, I'll probably buy one myself just to have. But there again, even though it's a $20 cash word, if anybody ever watches Minnesota Treasure Hunters channel, he did a whole book of the $20 cash words from Minnesota, and it was a bad book. He didn't win very much out of it. Well, I appreciate it, BG. Don't feel that you have to, brother. But I will scratch them. You send them, and I will scratch them on the channel. And I can have a little opening saying, these tickets are brought to you by BG, sponsor of the day. I'd scratch tickets out here in the middle of the pool if it wasn't for the scratcher dust going all over the place. That would not be good, scratcher dust floating all over top of the pool. Hang on, guys. You might buffer for a second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry. Hey, Leah, what's going on? Leah, did you hear? BG was telling me we got a $20 cash word coming out in Ohio. Oh, yeah, there you go, BG. Make JG give you some money. BG, are there any other new tickets coming out, buddy, that you know of other than the cash word? I tell you, my personal feelings on new tickets, because I never have any luck with them. I don't get excited about new tickets coming out anymore, because every time the new tickets come out and I go grab and play them, they're just like the old tickets, BFLs. I never win anything. And I know they always put winners in the new tickets and the books that they send out first to get people hooked on them, because that's what makes you keep buying more and more and more and more of them. And then the winners start slowing down. It's like that $250,000 a year for life ticket. It's been out forever, and it's still got top prizes in it. So all they're doing is sending out books. It's got $10 and $15 winners in it, maybe 20 if you're lucky. But I never hit anything. That's my favorite ticket, and every time I play it, I don't hit. Not since that $500 win in February on my birthday stream. But yes, I would love to play it. I'd love to keep playing it. Hopefully, the plan is, now that I've got my hours in and I'm on my waiting period for monetization, if and when I get monetized, any monies that I make back from YouTube or Super Chats, I can roll into the channel and buy some $10 tickets to play throughout the week instead of just playing $5 all the time. But you go to the website and you look at all the scratch tickets that Ohio offers. It's like you just don't know which one to choose, which one to play. And I know for the $5 tickets, the $25 million payout, that ticket's been out for a long time, but it still has top prizes, and it still got one of the best odds for a $5 ticket. It's like 1 in 3.94. Most all the other $5 tickets are 1 in 4 point whatever. As a matter of fact, I think there's only three $5 tickets that have odds under 1 in 4, and one of them's the 25 million payout. One of them is, I believe it's the Monopoly 25X, and then of course the $5 bingo. The $5 bingo is the best odds for a $5 ticket because it's like 1 in 3.54. Those are the best odds on a $5 Ohio ticket, and that's why I play them a lot. I'll buy 4 tickets, 4 $5 bingo tickets every weekend. I've not hit anything nice on them for a while, but $5 or $10. But at least if you buy 1 out of 4, you should find a winner. Sometimes you get a back-to-back. But what I'm really looking for, oh, you won $200 on that $250 a life? Sweet. Well, I'm glad the tickets down there are showing a little better love than up here. I'm looking for an X. I want a letter X on a bingo ticket. They always offer it in the prizes, but I've yet to see an X on any bingo ticket. And I'm going to throw out a challenge on YouTube for anybody that plays bingo tickets. You don't have to make videos of them. You can do a reveal. If you find an X, I want to see it. But I don't want anybody just say, here's an X, and they scratch off the X and say, look what I won, Surf. I mean, you got to take a highlighter, and I want you to highlight the number in the X's and highlight the ones in your call numbers. That way we know it's legit, because anybody can scratch off an X on an old bingo ticket, say, here's an X, Surf, I found. I won $500,000 on it last week, whatever. You know, I want it to be legit. I want it to be real. I don't want people to be lying about it just to say they found it. You know what I mean? I have found 4 corners on the bingo one time. We did 4 corners. And I think one of it paid $50, if I remember. I can't remember. It was a while ago, but I know it was 4 different times we won, or twice we won 4 corners. BG, am I buffering because the chat has dropped down to just one person in the chat room? Is it lagging? Is it buffering? Or am I just getting that boring that nobody wants to stick around with Surf anymore? Yeah, Lee, I've given up on everything. I'm not winning anything, Lee. I have given up. I'll do some cash explosions now and then. It's like when Cash Explosion, Leah, my opinion, when Cash Explosions brought out those 2 new books, the $2 new books and the $1 ticket, and they say they're loaded with 3 times as many entries, that just means it's giving you 3 times as many opportunities as not getting your name picked as the old one, because there's that many entries going in now. It's like you have a better chance of winning the Mega Millions than getting your name drawed for the entry on that game show, because so many people are putting them in. It's like, I kind of wish they wouldn't have done that. I wish that it just stuck with what they're doing, keep selling the old book, the original books, and go on from there. But now everybody and their brother are getting entries on the tickets that they play, and they're entering them, and you don't even stand a chance. Not that I really stood a chance on the old books, but now I really don't stand a chance. And there again, I've played so many of those $2 Cash Explosion tickets, I don't even think I've won $50 on it yet. But I know the winners are out there, because the A.W. Scratcher, who's in Ohio, he lives north. When we did our challenge, my Buckeye Roundup challenge, He won $100 on his $2 Ohio scratch ticket. So I know they're out there. And I know they've got 2X's and 5X's. I found them both. But my 5X was for $1, so it was a $5 winner. Big whoop, you know what I mean? All right, MD Scratcher, Jedi, you have a great afternoon, buddy. I mean, I just want a break. I just want to see $50 again, or $100, you know. But I take what I get, and I don't let it get me down. I don't let it depress me, because I'm not scratching tickets on YouTube for the money. I'm doing it because I have fun with it and talking to everybody. If I was doing it for the money, I would probably go into a state of depression and give up a long, long time ago. And then Secret Scratcher did a book last Thursday on the Monopoly 25, the 25X's. He found the 25X and it had $1 under it for $25. Big freaking deal. Why put a multiplier on there and just stick $1 underneath it? That's ridiculous. You know, there should be no prizes on any Ohio ticket less than the cost of the ticket. So if there's a $25, or if a 25X is on a $5 ticket, there should be a prize of $5 underneath it, not $1, for crying out loud. Oh, it will definitely get to you, Leah. Definitely get to you. But that's why you got to do it by fun, and you got to do it to your budget and your balance. I could easily spend $50 a day on scratch tickets just for the channel, because I love doing it so much. But that takes away a lot of money, which I really don't have. I'm lucky I get to spend my $25 a week on my videos for $5 a day, and then we scratch some off-camera bingos and crosswords on the weekend just for fun. Me and Mrs. Surf like to sit on the porch and scratch tickets, but we don't go crazy on it. Sometimes I think, well, if I just give it all up, I'd have all that money to the good, but then what fun would that be? I got to spend my money on something. So what's going on, Leah? Have you been doing any cooking lately? Any good meals you've been making? You used to post some awesome looking foods. What's up? How you doing? Ryko the Savage, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Ryuko, I'm sorry if I damaged your name, if I killed your name. I apologize. Well, yeah, I think we're going to have some ribs tonight. My mother-in-law's making ribs, but you know what? It'll be all right. It's not like going over to the restaurant and getting a good rack of ribs, which I think we're going to one night this week. There's a restaurant over in Bucyrus I'm going to take my brother-in-law to. It is awesome barbecue. Sorry to hear that, Leah. There's a lot of that going around. I have it myself for different reasons, I'm sure, than yours or anybody's, but nonetheless, it's real and it's there, and we just put on that painted face and smile and everything's okay, but inside we're like, seriously? So, but we're not going to be here to talk about that. These are fun chats. These are fun times. Chats with surfs are supposed to be fun and uplifting. We don't want to go down the road. And I'm not knocking in any way, shape, or form, because I know it's real, and I love you, girl, and I pray for you, pray for everybody that goes through it. But I just don't. You start talking about it, then it really just starts to get you wondering yourself. So We'll change the subject. We'll talk about something we really, really love, and that's food. Like, what are you craving the most, Leah? What do you want the most? What are you craving right now? If you could just go take your magic wand and go bibbity bobbity boo, what would be on the dinner plate for Miss Leah tonight? Ooh, raw fish. Oh, I couldn't do it. I could not do sushi. Cannot do it. A good ribeye steak. Bone in or bone out, because there is a difference. I myself would love that large bone-in ribeye, because I believe the beef bone gives it that much more flavor. Absolutely, leave the bone in. Get that sucker about that thick. And one of my favorite places to get a bone-in ribeye is the Outback Steakhouse. I just love how they season their steaks and they cook them. And there's always the tail end, because I used to work in a meat room, and I used to slice the steaks. But there's the one tail end of the beef loin that's got that big old chunk of fat in it, right in between the meat. You know what I'm talking about, Leah? That layer of fat is like as thick as your thumb. If you held it sideways, it's up at that upper end. I mean, you just leave that baby in there as you're grilling that steak, and that fat just drips out and just really just flavors up your steak. I mean, it is awesome. I could sit there all night long with that big old steak and just slowly slice piece by piece and just eat it. I don't have to eat anything else. No bread, no biscuits, no salads, no nothing. Just bring me that big honking steak out. That's what I'm talking about. You got your mouth watering there, Leah? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, that big old chunk of fat. It's up the upper end. It's like the pork chop. See, if anybody doesn't know this, a beef ribeye steak comes from the same cut of beef on a cow as a pork chop comes from the pig. It all comes from the loin, because that bone that curves down, that starts the rib cage. So you're at the upper half end of the cow. That is what we're talking about right there. Now, don't get me wrong, Leah. I would not turn down a porterhouse steak, because on a porterhouse steak, you have the filet, but you also have you have the tail end of the loin. See, the beef rib steak is up at this end of the cow by the neck, and it's really, really big, and it works its way all the way down to the tail end to where the T-bone's at, the tenderloin. So that's why the best steaks, in my opinion, are the upper end where the ribs are at, the ribeye bone-in rib steak. But every once in a while you get that hankering for a porterhouse, and the only reason why you buy a porterhouse is for the filet, because the filet is like that big on the porterhouse. But the loin side of a porterhouse, there's a lot of gristle layers in there that you got to really work around with your knife. So basically, you're buying the porterhouse for the filet. So why buy $25 porterhouse at a steakhouse when you might as well just buy the big old honking tenderloin, because that's what you really want in the first place, because that just like cuts with the fork and it melts in your mouth. That's what you're talking about right there. My phone is overheating already. I hate this stupid phone. The biggest ounce steak I have eaten, Leah, I bought at, I think it was the Outback. It's either whatever the largest the Melbourne porterhouse steak they have. I think it's either a 20 or a 25 ounce steak. I've bought that before and ate it. Every bit of it too. Hey Closet, how you doing? But generally when I go to the steakhouse to buy a steak, 9 times out of 10, I'm always getting the filet, because it's, yay big around. The sucker comes out that thick, and it literally just slices the knife through it like a hot knife through butter. A hot knife through butter, Leah. And you can put that baby in your mouth, and the juices just slide down your throat. You're just so juicy, the best flavored ever. My problem is, I wish that I could buy 2 of them, because I could eat 2 of those filet mignons. I don't know what a reminisce is, Ryoku. No, I'm not going to burn it, Leah. I can't eat a well-done steak. You might as well just pick up a piece of charcoal. I will eat my steaks medium to medium rare every time. I don't want them mooing. I don't want them bleeding. But I want them hot and pink in the middle. And it's just mouth-watering, melting. Oh, it's awesome. Oh, ramen noodles. Okay. I'm not big on ramen noodles either. Guys, if this stream ends abruptly, it's because my phone is overheating. I keep getting a warning from my phone is overheating. So I believe it is going to crap out on me. Hey Beth, how you doing? Here, I'll give you a quick view of the pool. My phone's going to crash. I know it is. I've never had that many warnings at once. I think this phone's going to die. I need to take it back in and throw it in the freezer. If I'm going to eat noodles, I'll probably just get some spaghetti. I'll go get some spaghetti and spaghetti sauce. You guys hearing that whistle, that warning? That's my phone. Keep telling me it's hot. It's going to crap out on me. Where was we, Leah? Always talking about steaks. And another good steak I like is, of course, I like all the steaks. What am I talking about? You know that. But talked about the rib steak. A ribeye once in a while is good without the bone. But that's just when you get lazy and you want it to cook up faster. Now, a T-bone steak is really good, Leah. If you get it right about halfway from the fat end of the tenderloin to the fat end of the chop, that steak right in the middle, you got a nice little tenderloin about that, but then your entire strip side, the strip part of the steak, that gristle's gone in it. So that would be my favorite cut from a T-bone steak, because there's a certain point in the beef loin where that gristle piece stops in the New York strip steak, and then it blends into the rib steaks, which goes up by the neck. So if you find that happy medium and it's got a little bit of the filet on it, that would be my steak of choice when I'm buying a T-bone. So when I go out to the local butcher, I look through all the steaks and I pick out the ones that I want. And if they don't have a T-bone that I like, then I just go ahead and get the bone-in rib steak. Up at the fatter end, it's got that nice big chunk of fat in there. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, why you got me talking like food for, Leah? I'm starving now. Closet, you like the ribeye steak? You would like the bone-in rib steak better. It's the same cut of meat. They just leave the bone on it. And the bone will help flavor your steak on the grill. It gives it a much better flavor. But now if you're on a budget, Leah, and you go to the store, look where they have, I don't know if the stores down in Columbus have the nickname for them or not, but they have what they call Spencer steak. And a Spencer steak is where the rib was broken off from a chuck roll before they cut their chuck roasts, so that they can slice two steak slices off of that chuck roast about that thick. They peel out the eye, the center piece of it, because that's where the ribeye steak broke off from. And you can have a good flavored steak for a really cheap price. They call them Spencer steaks. But technically, if your store sells chuck steaks, you want it from the you want it from the chuck? Oh, what's the name I'm looking for? You got to remember, this is like 26 years ago when I worked in the meat room. But a couple of chuck steaks off of the first slices before you get into your roast, those will make a good, inexpensive expensive tasting steak. But of course, you want to sprinkle it with your salt and your pepper. And if you have a favorite steak seasoning, you want to dash it on there too. Well, Closet must not have had lunch if she's ready to eat the dog. Mark, what's up? How you doing? We're just talking about steaks. Yeah, that was just a wisecrack from Closet. Raikou. I don't think she would actually eat the dog. her dog would sell her out for a bag of Doritos, so she wouldn't get rid of her. But what else would make a good steak? What else would make a good steak? You know that there's some of the rib roasts, like the English rib roast. I don't think those would make a good steak if you slice them off thin. But if you stick with a chuck steak on the grill with your salt and pepper and your, oh, you know what I'm talking about, steak seasoning, will give you a really good flavor for a cheap price. Well, if you're supposed to be sleeping, sir, then hang up the phone and go back to bed, because we're talking about food here. This is important stuff. Now, when you go to the store and you see when they have round roast, round steaks, top round, bottom round, whole round steaks on sale, my opinion, those steaks aren't really good to just throw on the grill to eat for a steak, because they're really tough, my opinion. But that's because the rounds come from the back legs, and that's where, you know, when they're always walking, they're, you know, using that muscle. So that's why it's tougher. That's why the loins always make the better steaks, because those muscles are never used for anything. There's never too long a time to marinate a steak, Leah. If you get on Pinterest, I don't know if you're familiar with Pinterest or not, but if you get on Pinterest and type in the best steak marinade ever, you're going to get a whole bunch of people's concoctions of steak marinades. Just grab one of them that's got like 3, 4, 5 ingredients. That's all you want. Soak your steaks in a Ziploc bag in one of their recipes, 24 to 48 hours. Throw it on the grill, and oh my gosh, Lee, you are going to die and be in heaven with the flavor. I cannot believe how simple of marinades that you can find on Pinterest to really wake up the flavor of your steak. It's like sometimes you don't want to go back to just eating a grilled steak. You know, you want that marinade because it just totally wakes up. It gives a totally different flavor. And I will actually do that with my venison steaks. I'll soak my venison steaks in those marinades and let them soak 24 to 48 hours. Surf got you yelled at. How'd you get yelled at? What the heck are you talking about? This phone is really going to die. This phone is going to die. It's going to melt. I'll have a piece of that steak, Closet. Yeah, if you get them on the smoker just right, Mark, they would be pretty good. Oh, Jackie heard me. What'd Jackie hear me say? Yeah. Hi, Jackie. If you can still hear me, hi. I actually put this phone in the freezer before I come out here to cool it down because I figured it was going to overheat like this. Sure enough, it is. Smoked salmon's pretty good. I like smoked salmon. Yeah, buffalo or bison, that would work good on any of those. There's a store here in town, they call it Local Roots, and they actually have buffalo steaks and bison steaks in there But the problem is, them suckers are so expensive. They're like $30 for a steak, and you got to cook it yourself. If I spend $30 on a steak, I'm going to go over to the Outback Steakhouse and buy one. BG, we're going to have ribs. We're going to go into Mrs. Surf's mom and dad's for supper. Her brother's here. I told you that, so we're going to go in for ribs tonight. Around 7. Mrs. Surf has call-in hours. A dear friend of hers passed away, so she's going into the call-in hours tonight and then meeting at her mom and dad's for supper. I'm almost thinking I want to build a fire where I do my fire chats. I cleaned out the ring. I got all the ashes out of there. Build me up a nice bed of coals and go buy me a steak and just throw it on the wire basket like you camp with and cook me a steak out on the open fire this week. That sounds like it would be good. Those are tough to cook though because the coals are so hot. And you gotta keep the steak elevated at the right height, otherwise you're gonna burn it and it will be cold in the middle. And I don't like my steaks like that. I was gonna have a fire chat last night, Leah, but it was raining. I had a whole bunch of pizza boxes and 12 packs of pop boxes I needed to burn up. I took them out in the fire ring, and then they all got rained on and got soaking wet. So those won't burn for a while. Well, I mean, if the fire gets hot enough, it'll dry them out before they burn, but... Lotto winner, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Yes, look at the swimming pool. This is my pool. This is where I spend my hot Ohio vacations at. Speaking of hot, my shoulders and face is getting hot because the stupid freaking sun was behind the clouds all damn day, and then as soon as I get in the pool, it wants to come out. So I got to submerge. I'll be right back. Whew. That's refreshing. That's refreshing. Shoo. Come on over, Leah. Pool's always open. All my Ohio scratchers are welcome. And just one of my Missouri scratchers. Just one of them. Did you get Miss Daisy home okay, Closet? Ain't nothing but ice water in this baby. Just ice water. I don't know if you'd call it lucky that I have a pool. It's just, I work in a factory. So in the summertime, the factory heat is just atrocious. And the older I got, the more that I couldn't take the heat. So I just decided to put a pool in. All right, Leah, come on over, girlfriend. You wear that two-piece. Woohoo! Surf's Pool's all about bikinis, girlfriend. Matter of fact, swimsuits are optional after midnight. BG, pools are a lot of work, and I'm sure underground pools or in-ground pools are a lot more work than above ground. This pool here is pretty much maintenance free. Keep a check on your pool chemicals. I have an automatic sweeper, so I don't have to sweep it anymore. I just plug the robot in and let him go. Marilyn Mitchell, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. We are chillaxing in the swimming pool. Another hot one today. My phone keeps going off. Heat warning. Phone is overheating. If this thing craps out, they better give me a new phone. That's all I got to say. This thing costs too much dang money for it to be burning up. I need to get one of those air conditioning chiller tubes and bring out here and just plug and point right on it to keep it cooled down. But when you're running a live stream and it's hot outside, just running the live stream warms up the phone, and then you add the heat to it. It's like, I don't know, 90 out here, 88, 90, something like that. It's freaking crazy. Steaks and pools. That's what I'm talking about, Leah. Steaks and pools. Yes, I do scratch cards. That's what my YouTube channel actually is. It's a scratch card channel. But anytime I do chats, my chats really have absolutely nothing to do with scratch cards whatsoever, because I can't afford to scratch on chats every single day. So my chats are usually lunchtime. You guys get to watch me eat my lunch. Your YouTube channel is the same? You do scratch cards? I will check that out. Mark, we're going to keep this one clean today, buddy. But steaks and pools, if I could have a steak brought out to me like on a floating TV tray, Leah, I would do my video from my steak in the pool so you guys could see what that would be like. But I'd almost be too afraid that the plate would flip over, then I would lose the steak. Oh, you're over in the UK? That sounds like your house, BG. So does the UK pay out better than the States do? Because all over the States, they don't pay out very well in their lottery tickets that I'm aware of. Maybe we need to go across the big pond to see how it's won. My cup is out of water. I don't like it when my cup is out of water. Especially Ohio. That's right, girl. Especially Ohio. Yeah, if somebody steals my steak, I'll be chewing their hand off. Give me my steak back. Why did the sun have to come out when I get out here in the pool? I should have came out here earlier today. It was so overcast. It was nice. Now I'm out here and my phone's just gonna die. Itching to Scratch UK, how you doing? We have another UK scratcher in the house. This is getting pretty good. Steaks, pools, and college girls. Now that's what I'm talking about, BG. You're definitely going to have to take videos of that, my friend. Just don't tell them you're videoing them. You guys have... Oh, we have fake multipliers. Yes, we do. We have lots of fake multipliers. I think in about 9 more minutes, this little stream will have ran an hour. I won't necessarily shut it off, but I'm going to take it back in the house on the porch. I'm going to get a fan blown on this thing to try to cool it down. Hey, Jackie, how you doing? Jackie, do me a favor, just for shits and giggles, slap Mark. Just because he probably deserves it in some form or another. Leah, hold on a second. Hold on, Leah. Don't go anywhere. All right. Leah, say something now. There you go, girl. I thought you had a wrench in my channel a long time ago, but evidently you didn't. You got a present for me, Mark? I'm not sure that I want to see it, so you better send it through Hangouts. Hold on, I got to reply to a text message to my mother-in-law. If it buffers, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back, I promise. Do 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 do. Yeah, my phone's so hot that my features are not working. I'm not. My reply won't go through. Oh, you do on your other channel? I thought you did, but you got one here on this channel too. Mark, that wasn't very nice. Told you to send that through Hangouts, buddy. All right, enjoy that coffee. That sounds really good to me too, only I think I would rather have an iced coffee. I need an iced coffee from McDonald's. I haven't had one for a while. Caramel and mocha. Caramel mocha iced coffee. What kind of phone you got, Leah? Man, this thing is like burning up. I'm gonna try and pop the case off of this. Maybe that'll help a little bit. If the case will come off without it breaking the phone. It's funny how a case goes on so easy, but harder than hell to get off. There. And it's that, I bet you could fry an egg on the back of this phone. Holy crap, it's so hot. Yeah, BG, I'm thinking the same thing because I don't want this thing frying up and ruining. This thing is hot. I'm going to go inside the house. I don't think I've ever had my phone hot before. I'm actually going to end this live stream for about 15 minutes. I'm going to put this phone in the freezer to cool back up in about 15-20 minutes, people. Just click that notification bell so you'll see when I come back on. Talk to you in a few.